water as water, water. When Indians speak, they pronounce each and every letter in that word water, right? W-A-T-E-R, so water, water. But if you ask an American, he would say water. American accent, they don't actually follow complete rules and regulations of English. So spelling is not equal to pronunciation. So this word water can be pronounced in different way, like water, or you can say water. So it depends on you. Now the first step in getting an American accent is to first and foremost get rid of your native language accent. So this is the first step. It's so important for you to get rid of your native language accent. What do I mean by that? Is when you speak English, your English should not be influenced by your native language. Let's say your native language is Hindi, then when you speak English, your Hindi should not come in and say, you know what, I will speak a mixture of English plus Hindi. No. When you speak English, your English should be perfectly separate from your native language. Your native language should not influence the way you speak in English. Now you might ask, how do I get rid of my native language accent while I speak in English? It's easy. All you have to do is speak only in American accent. You don't have to speak in Indian accent while speaking English. So try to avoid speaking in Indian accent and try to avoid interacting with people in Indian accent while you're speaking English. Try to speak in American accent. The only way you can do that is to speak to your friends, family members, colleagues, co-workers, or anybody you meet in only American English. The second tip which I have is to listen to more American English speakers. So think about it. You learned your native language by listening to your parents speak in that native language. So your mother tongue is actually something that you have learned by listening to your parents, right? Similarly, if you want to learn American accent, then you have to listen to someone who's speaking American accent. So you have to learn by listening to someone speak in that accent. So that's how you'll be able to improve and get an American accent as an Indian. You have to listen to Americans, okay? First and foremost, try to listen to those people who are already having that accent, and that way you'll be able to get that accent, okay? So find someone who is having an excellent American accent and try to learn by listening, okay? Listen to their podcast, through audio podcast, through video podcast, it doesn't matter. You have to listen to those people speak English. This way, your brain will start to recognize the patterns of English, and these patterns will be formed, and as a result, you'll be easily able to pick up American accent because your brain is easily able to recognize. Once you've trained your brain to understand this American accent, it becomes so simple. So listen to people who are speaking American accent and train yourself to understand it, and this way you will be able to improve your American accent. The third tip which I have is to record yourself speaking American accent. So first and foremost, you have to take your phone, open up any voice recorder application and record your voice. And once you speak in American accent, record it and listen to it. Are you satisfied with the way you speak English? If you're not satisfied, then try to improve your American accent and try to record again and check whether you're satisfied with the level of English you're speaking. If you're not satisfied, then try to improve and work upon it and try to improve your English so that you will be able to do self-introspection again and check whether your English is at the level of a native speaker or not. So that's why it's important for you to record your own voice and give yourself feedback and critique yourself and do self-introspection and check yourself whether you are fit to speak English like a native speaker. The fourth tip which I have is to imitate Native American English speakers. So if you want to get an American accent, you have to speak exactly like a Native American speaker. How do you do that? By imitation. Just exactly speak the way an American speaks. So first and foremost, you have to listen to someone who is speaking an American accent. accent and try to replicate it exactly like that, word by word, sentence by sentence. The rhythm, flow, intonation, everything has to be perfect. Try to imitate Americans, native Americans who are speaking English perfectly. So imitate your favorite speaker who speaks English perfectly like an American so that you will be able to improve your American accent. Now, the fifth tip which I have is called JAM technique. JAM stands for just a minute. It's actually a game, so you have to play this game in order to improve your fluency in American English. So what this JAM game is all about is you have to pick up a topic and talk about that topic for 1 minute without stopping, without pausing, without repeating the same sentence twice, without repeating the same ideas twice. You have to continuously talk for 1 minute about that topic, okay? So this game is really helpful for you to improve your American accent because Americans speak very fast, and if you want to keep up with the pace, you also have to speak fast. If you can practice this exercise, JAM technique, every single day, your English will improve a lot. Try it out. The last and the final tip which I have for you is practice consistently every single day without fail. English is a language. Now, it's just like driving a car. You don't drive a car by learning how to drive a car. You only drive a car by going inside, sitting inside the car with your hands, trying it out. Similarly, English is also something which you will not happen by simply reading books, simply listening. It will not happen by doing everything like that. You have to open your mouth and speak. And you have to do that every single day. If you don't do it every single day, then you will not be able to improve your English. To be honest with you, this is a language. You're laying one brick on top of the other. If you remove one brick, everything, all your effort so far, everything is useless. So you have to keep up with the consistency. You have to be persistent, patient. Results will not come overnight. You have to continuously work on improving yourself. And since it's a language, you have to work on every aspect of the language, including fluency, pronunciation, grammar, vocabulary. Everything has to be improved, and it takes time. So all the tips which I mentioned before are all irrelevant if you're not implementing this most important tip, that is consistency. Okay, be consistent, and this will give you the results that you want. So let me now recap whatever I discussed in this video. First and foremost, you have to get rid of your native language accent. Your English should not be influenced by your native language. The second tip is you have to listen to more American accent. So you have to listen to people who are speaking American accent. The third is to record yourself speaking American accent and listen to it and do self-introspection. The fourth is you have to, first and foremost, imitate native American English speakers, okay? The fifth is the JAM technique, just a minute technique. You have to pick up a topic and talk about that topic for 1 minute without pausing, without stopping, without repeating the same sentence twice. You have to talk continuously for 1 minute. Now, the last tip is to practice consistently every single day without fail. This is the only way you will be able to improve your English. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section. I'll be glad to help you. Or you can shoot an email to the email address americanaccentbyindian@gmail.com. I'll be able to answer some of your questions. Share this video to anyone who's interested in getting an American accent. It will be helpful for me. And thank you so much for watching.
Don't ever forget you're golden. I will find the light in your soul.